Hello, everybody. Get off my lawn cards. I'm Dan. Welcome in. And the last few days have been very busy for me. My brother is down from Alaska with his wife and daughter, and we were in Detroit for a couple days. We took in two Tiger games, and on the way home Saturday, we stopped at the Lansing Mall for the Lansing Card Show, the monthly Avery Shoebox show, and my brother was there. He collects. His handle is Alaska Sports Cards. If you want to see the things that he bought at the show, he talks about the show a little bit as well. A very good show. Sometimes when you're kind of in the middle of summer and the weather is really nice, you don't really know what to expect from a card show. Sometimes there's fewer people because of just, you got to take advantage of the weather when it's nice. But this show was loaded, had tons of tables, tons of vendors, tons of people at the show. Once again, the card show, circuit seems very healthy. And so things were going very well at the show. Pretty good mix. And I bought plenty of stuff. I'll show you what I bought here in a minute. Plenty of variety at the show. The show really never disappoints. It's always a very good show, a lot of good vendors. And so I'll show you what the show looked like a little bit, some of the cases. There's some really nice stuff in the cases. But if you've watched my Lansing show videos, you'll know that there's a pretty good selection, dollar boxes, 25-cent boxes, all the way up to Jordan rookie, Michael Jordan rookies, and everything in between. So I bought, like I said, I bought plenty of stuff. I kind of went into this show with the attitude like, hey, I'm going to the National. I'm going to have to really find some really good deals to snap up stuff. But there were plenty of deals to be had. Some very nice cards, deals that, are going to rival or better what I see at the National. And so you got to snap up opportunities when you see them. You can't just say, well, I'm going to the National, I'm not going to buy anything. That'd be foolish. Take the deals where you can get them. So I'll show you some of this.
Yeah, if I don't sell stuff today, I'm going there. This week, like half of the rest of the week, when the range. Hopefully they come back. Well, I just did 15 Michael website. Yeah, pay $20 for it. Pretty nuts on that dark, right? Just like the day.
Just recently, I also think that we're 8810.
I think I am correct. Yeah, I'm all. It's just so long ago. I think at 8 did like 32 and 35 or something.
Okay, as far as what I bought at the show Saturday, some very good deals. This first one is a stack that I of cards I bought for 50% off, and I was really kind of amazed how many good deals there actually was with this. These are kind of like low end prospects, most of them, but I think there's some really good chances that they could be pretty good. For instance, here's a Danny Wolf Bowman Reptilian. I like the Reptilians. I think those are really cool. Like I said, each of these are 50% off. A couple Niederhauser cards from the Clippers. Showed some promise, got hurt late in the year. Like I said, these are half off the sticker. And they're all in mags. So, I mean, $1 for a rookie card that's in a mag. Here's a blue X-Fractor. Those have been very popular. Will Riley variation. Caleb Wilson showed out very well at Summer League. Looks like a really good player. Neat Clifford, I've been in on. Once again, blue X-Fractor, another Niederhauser. I mean, $1 or $2 each in a mag. Can't really beat that. Neat Clifford, Bowman refractor, the red rookie corner, in the corner, red rookie logo. Maxime Renault. Here's a Cedric Coward Reptilian. The last of the cards I bought that were half off. Very sellable Larry Bird, Star Quest. It's a majestic version, which is a little rarer. But, you know, for this stack to be, you know, 50% off the sticker, I thought that was a pretty good haul overall. I didn't try to rhyme that, but that's what happens. All right, I bought a stack of cards from a guy. His name's Anthony. He's always at the Lansing show. He's always cutting good deals for people. He's by the furniture store. He's always set up by the furniture store in the mall. I got this pile of cards for $10 from him. You know, got a Steph Curry Hoops Variation premium stock. I like the premium stock. The problem is they printed the crap out of it. That's a problem, I think. I bought a lot of low-end Otanis. You know, here's a Bowman Dodgers uniform. You know, here's a Topps Dodgers. Like, these aren't setting the world on fire, but, you know, Otani is a, you know, winter edition. Here's a Heritage. It's kind of a cool card. So I bought all those. I don't think I've ever had this card. This is an old school Upper Deck Nolan Ryan throwing a football to warm up. Dollar sticker. Don't really know why I bought this. Kind of nostalgic. Michigan fan as well. Here's a Domino's Pizza quarterback challenge, Jim Harbaugh. Kind of a cool card. Don't see that every day. And then I bought a nice Ray Allen Upper Deck jersey card. I'm a huge fan of Ray Allen. I think he's really underrated in the history of the NBA. Just a terrific player. He's kind of known as making some big shots in the playoffs, but he was a stud that could do a lot of different things before the end of his career. Okay, some other cards here. This stack, the sticker price was like $35. I think I got it for $30 if I remember right. Here's like a Derek Queen Topps Chrome variation. You've got the McDonald's arches on the edges. I thought it was kind of cool. I hadn't seen one like that. I'm big on Derek Queen. Another Jim Harbaugh. This is from I don't remember what the brand is. From Pacific. Game worn jersey. You know, Jim Harbaugh. I thought it was just kind of cool. $5. Like I said, I got $5 off this stack total. Here's a Leaf Electrum. Miguel Cabrera. Now, if you didn't know Leaf couldn't use logos, you probably wouldn't be able to tell with this card. It's kind of sneakily done. It is numbered to 2 out of 49. Everything Leaf has is like low numbered. So for $5, it's just sharp looking card. I really like this card. This is a Kevin McGonigal. Topps Now opening day. Rookie. 4 hits is opening day. I thought this a little overpriced, but that's really what they sell for. You know, $10 to $12. So really nice card. I don't have really any. This might be the only McGonigal card I have. The other card, this is a PC guy. This is a Absolute Memorabilia Stargazing Paul Gasol jersey. Back when they were game used. Number to 49. Big Gasol fan. So like I said, this stack I paid $30 for. 20. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 35. Yeah, I paid $30 for that stack. This I got as a, this is a Giannis Fanatical. This is a case hit out of Topps Chrome. Paid $16 for it. You know, it's not an overwhelming case hit or anything like that, but anytime you can get a case hit, I think Giannis, if he's successful in Miami, you're going to see a bump in his prices. Just a lot of injuries last year, a A lot of trade talk floating around. $16 for a case hit. I mean, that's pretty good. And I'm a big Giannis fan. I got a lot of Giannis stuff. All right, these are all kind of minor deals. You know, I bought a couple Monopoly variations. Here's a Luca, $3 I paid for that. Same box, and Austin Reeves. Reeves stuff sells very well, so I paid like $4 for those. I paid $10 for these. Here's a Darren Peterson Bowman U Chrome first. He had a good summer league. Along with that, I bought a Cam Ward Inception first. You know, back when he played for Washington State. I think Cam Ward's going to have a good season. I just think that organization did right by him. They did a lot of right things. They brought in a lot of players, better coaches, smart. Just very smart organizationally this year. I paid $40 for this stack. Looking at it, I'm not really sure about some of these. I bought a Noah Senge X-Fractor. Word on the street was he played very poorly in Summer League, but he's also coming back off an injury. So, you know, an X-Fractor for $1, you know, can't do much better than that. I bought 2 Luck of the Lottery Scoot Henderson discos, $1 a piece. I like the way he played at the end of the year. I think, however, the Trailblazers backcourt is kind of full. They picked up John Morant. They've got Drew Holiday. They got Scoot. They got another guy. It's not popping into my head, but there's a lot of competition there. Scoot played well, though. Here's a Carter Bryant Cosmic. I like these. These tend to be pretty popular with collectors as well. Carter Bryant's had a nice year this year. I think he could make a big leap. The other card I bought in this group, I don't know why I bought this looking back at it, but here's a Purple Cracked Ice Select Doncic. It's a mezzanine level, and it is numbered to 99. It is kind of a low grade, SGC 8.5, you know, but it just kind of caught my eye when I was going through the box. You know, if he has a good year, I think that's going to go up. Doncic cards, I think right now are kind of down, so we'll see what happens. Last stack, this was the first deal I made of the day. And like I said, going into the show, I'm just like, I don't really, you know, I've got the National coming up. I don't really want to spend a lot of money. And that philosophy lasted exactly one table. Because I bought these. I paid $100 total. I got a Wemby basketball refractor, the basketball border. I really like these cards. I saw J&N Collectors picked one of these up a while back. Really sharp looking card. I like this variation. You know, if you're going to have a basketball set, you should have basketball borders. You know, it reminds me of the old Star Picks brand. I don't know if you remember those, but they had the basketball borders. Not quite like this, but they're just cool. You know, they're a cool card. I like this variation. Magic Johnson. This is, I think, maybe the buy of the day. This is from Stadium Club way back in the day. It's a dual jersey, you know, game worn, number to 199, $25 sticker. I really like this card. This is the finest Garnett rookie with the outer wrapper still on. I don't know what it's called. Coating. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a while. This, when I was done collecting, this card was one that I wanted, but just didn't want to spend that kind of money. It was probably pretty close to $40 back then. You know, it hasn't changed a whole lot price wise, but now I have like 3 of them, I think. And then the last one I bought was a Cooper Flag Topps Chrome rookie. So I paid $100 even for this foursome. You know, we got 55, 95, 120. So I got $20 off these. I think this is a great deal. The Magic, I think one sold for $50 recently. You know, be a nice. I am a big Magic PC guy. I've got 3 of his autographs. I've got a ton of jersey cards. Probably going to keep that one, but you know, a really good deal. This is the deal that started the show. So I'm just like, oh well, you know, having a philosophy like I'm not going to spend any money, that went out the window right away. And that's what the Lansing card show can do, though. I highly recommend that show. You know, if you're traveling, you know, like let's say in August you're traveling before school starts, try to make your way to the Avery Shoebox show. It is one of the better shows, I think, monthly. I think it has to be one of the best shows in the Midwest. You know, if you're looking for Pokemon, if you're a Pokemon collector as well, tons of Pokemon there. I don't think it overwhelmed the show. I feel like sometimes, like, there's been a couple months where, you know, Pokemon's almost taken over the show completely. That wasn't the case this time around. My brother said the same thing. My brother was really impressed with the show as well. He bought a few items, and you know, we kind of ran out of time a little bit. We didn't get there till late because we were coming in from Detroit, and we were, you know, checking out of our hotel and all that. But we both found some nice things. Like I said, if you want to check out my brother's thoughts, he's on Alaska Sports Cards. He put a video up, I think last night or this morning. I can't remember which one. But so until next time, we'll probably be talking from the National. We're heading out Tuesday, and probably try to get our badges Tuesday afternoon so we can just walk in there like Wayne and Garth on Wayne's World and just show our pass and get in, and just let the buying begin. We're gonna be there Wednesday buying, Thursday buying, Friday, Saturday, and then usually we spend, like I said, about half the day Sunday, you know, trying to pick up any last minute deals. Sometimes there's deals to be had, sometimes there aren't. So it just kind of depends on what the mood of the sellers are. My guess, probably not a ton of deals because it's going to be a madhouse. There's going to be a lot of buying. So, like I said, until next time, Ketos, thank you. Like, subscribe. Picked up a couple new subscribers, so if you're new to the channel, thanks. If you're going to the National, I made a video on the National a couple weeks ago. I also have some older episodes if you want to take a look at what the show actually looks like from inside and you've never been to the show. There's some good footage. Check out Alaska Sports Cards as well. My brother shoots really good content of the show floor, what are in the cases. And he doesn't shoot just like the, you know, $500 cards and up. Gives you a really good perspective. So, Ketos, thank you, and we'll see you down the trail.